Hi students, welcome back to today's class. Now we are going to see the next topic, that is dictionary functions and methods in dictionaries. Okay, so what are the functions, built-in functions we have in dictionary and methods we have, so that we will discuss here with examples. Okay, so first function is CMP, that is used for comparing the two dictionary values. Okay, so this is used to check whether the given dictionaries are same or not. So both the dictionaries values are same or not, we want to check. So for that we are using the CMP function. That means if both are same, it will return 0. Otherwise, it will return 1 or minus 1. If the first dictionary is having more number of items, then it will return 1. Otherwise, it will return minus 1. See, for example, the same number of elements only is written for D1, D2, D3 also. That is, keys also Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and values also Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Keys are represented as what? See, FUN, MON, TUE, like that. The keys and elements values both are similar for all the three dictionaries also. Okay, but if you see dictionary 1 and dictionary 2 is having equal number of elements, and dictionary 3 is having only 3 days are mentioned in the dictionary 3. Now we are going to use the CMP function. Okay, so it is given dictionaries are same or not is going to be checked by this compare function. If both are equal and same, then it will return 0. If first dictionary is having more elements than the next dictionary, then it will be returning 1 plus 1. Okay, otherwise if you are comparing D3 and D1, it will return what? Minus 1 only, because dictionary 3 is having only less number of elements compared to D1. If you are comparing D3 comma D1, then it will return minus 1. If you are comparing D1 and D3, it will return D1 and D3. If you are comparing, it will be returning 1. Okay, plus 1. And if you are comparing D1 and D2, it will return 0, because both are equal. D1 and D2, both elements are equal only. Key values are also equal. Okay. Next is len function. This method returns number of key value pairs in the given dictionary. So how many number of key value pairs are there in the given dictionary is going to be displayed with the help of this len function. Okay. So it returns a number of items in the list. For example, len of D, if you give uh, this, the D is denoting the dictionary name here. Okay, so for example, H is equal to 4, 3, and then 2, 1, and 4 is scanner, 3 is printer, 2 is mouse, and 1 is keyboard. So len of H here, how many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 elements are going to be displayed. That is, number 4 is displayed as a result of this len of D. And clear that this will remove all the items from the particular dictionary. So dictionary will be finally what? Empty dictionary. Okay, so D is equal to, so for that the syntax is D dot clear. D is a dictionary name, dot clear method we need to use. Okay, here for len function, we need to pass the dictionary name inside this len, and for compare, we need to pass the dictionary names inside the parenthesis by using comma. Okay, by separating comma. And D dot clear, this method is going to be used for removing all the elements from the dictionary. See, for example, D is equal to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and if you are printing D, then that full elements are going to be presented in the displayed as the key value pair within the curly brackets. Okay, now if you use D dot clear method, then if you are printing D again, so what will be printed? Nothing will be printed inside the curly bracket. Only opening and closing curly brackets alone is getting printed. Now next method is get method. Okay, so this is used to get the key and value pair if it is available in the dictionary. Here the second, that value is optional if the key is matched with the if the key is matched with the dictionary. D dot dictionary name dot get method we will use. Okay, so here which element is optional? Second parameter or argument is optional, that is value. X is representing value, K is representing a key. Okay, so compulsorily we need to give the key. If the key is available in the dictionary, even if you are not giving the second value as a correct value, okay, but key is available in the dictionary, then it will be returning the correct value which is available in that key in the dictionary. Okay, corresponding dictionary, that key is representing which value, key is having which value, that value only going to be printed, even if you give that X value as wrong means. Okay, but if you are giving key as wrong means, if the key is not available in the dictionary what you are accessing, then it will be returning none. Okay, it returns none as the output. Okay, let us see here. There are two arguments k comma x passed in get method. The first argument is the key value, that is k is the key value, and second argument is corresponding value. Okay, that is related to the key, what value we have assigned in the dictionary, that is only X. If a dictionary has a given key which is equivalent to the given value, if both key and X is matched with the dictionary, then it returns the corresponding value X of given key K. Okay, that value alone will get printed. Okay, and however, if the dictionary has no key value pair for given key, this method returns a default value same as the given key value. So that the corresponding key is correct, but the value is wrong means. See here for Friday, FRI, Friday only is the value. But if the value key value pair is not available means, then that corresponding to the key, what value is assigned in the dictionary, that is going to be printed as the answer. Okay. The second argument here is the optional. Optional means if you want to give, you can give. If it is not given, it will not give any error. Okay, just it will be checking only key element. Okay, if the key element is wrong, okay, if the key is omitted and the dictionary has no key equal to the given key value, then it returns none. See here, if you are giving d dot get mon means it is representing Monday, so that key alone we have given, we didn't pass the X value. And here if you check d dot get TTU, any key is given here in this dictionary? Whether it is mentioned here in this dictionary? No. Only SUN, MON, TUE, WED, THU and SAT and FRI only is available, not TTU. So that it is returning none as the answer. Nothing will be displayed. So this is the output of get method. Okay, next is has underscore key method. Has underscore key means whether the dictionary is having the given key or not is going to be checked. For that, it will be returning if the key is available, then it will be returning true, otherwise it will be returning false. Okay, so d dot k has underscore key of k. That keys need to be represented or passed inside the has underscore key method. Okay, now the dictionary is having Sunday, Monday, Tuesday up to Saturday, and d dot has underscore key FRI we are giving. FRI is available, so it is returning true. But if you are giving AAA, AAA is not available. Likewise, TTU also if you give, it will return as false only. Okay, next is items. Items method, it returns the content of the dictionary as a list of key value. See here, as a list of key value it is representing. Okay, so within a parenthesis, every key value is going to be displayed. So this is the use of items method. Okay, d dot items if you are giving, already dictionary is having elements from Sunday to Saturday. So d dot items method if you are calling, what it is returning, it will be returns the content of the dictionary as a list of key and value as a list. Okay, see here, square bracket is used to represent a list. So it is going to return the answer as a result of, as a list of key and value it is returning. Okay, so every key value is enclosed within the parenthesis and all the key values are enclosed within the square bracket. So like a list it is going to be printed, it is not going to be printed in the curly brackets. But if you see here the order, the same order, next function is going to be next function, when the values function is called, that function is returning the values in the same order how the items is displaying that key value contents. Okay, so that we will see when we are seeing the values method. Okay, now key and value pair will be in the form of tuple. See here, it is in the form of tuple. Tuple always is used to represent, it will be represented within the parenthesis. Okay, so tuple elements are represented within the parenthesis. So the key and value pair will be in the form of tuple, which is not in any particular order. See, the elements are not here also, it's not displayed in any order. Okay, and now items is different from print method, print command, because if you use print d, what it is printing, it is printing everything in the curly bracket. But here items is different from print command, because in print command dictionary values are written in curly brackets. Here in items, dictionary values are presented as a list and key value pair are enclosed within the parenthesis as a tuple. Okay, but the order will not be same how we have created in the dictionary. Okay, now keys function is used to return the list of key values in the dictionary. D dot keys, if you give whatever keys we have in the dictionary, that keys alone will get printed as a list. Okay, it is going to printed as a list only, the list of key values only printed. So that means inside the square bracket that is going to be displayed. which is not in any particular order. Okay, next, values. This is the last method there in your dictionaries chapter. Okay, with this your chapter is over now. Now, this values method, it returns a list of values from the key value pairs in a dictionary. So list of values only is printed. That means it is like a list, it is printed. So from items method, how the elements of dictionary is going to be printed inside the square bracket only. That keys also, this values method also, and items method also, everything is returning a dictionary elements as the list. Okay, so it returns a list of values from key value pairs in a dictionary, which is not in any particular order. And then, however, if we call both items and values method without changing the dictionary contents between these two items and values, Python guarantees that the order of the two results will be the same. See here, if you are not changing the contents of dictionary, the same dictionary only is going to be used, called by the values method and the items method. So what happens, you just see it. So here, if you use the call the values method for the dictionary D, okay, D dot values if you are using, then values of this dictionary, that is Wednesday, Sunday, Thursday, Tuesday, Monday, Friday, Saturday, only the values alone is getting printed as a list inside the square bracket, it is printed. But if you print same dictionary, but if you are using items method, so elements Wednesday, then Sunday, and then Thursday, Tuesday, Monday, Friday, and then Saturday. Like this, in the same order only it is printed as a key value pair. But the key value pairs are enclosed within parentheses as a tuple, and it is separated by comma, and every key value pair, all key value pair are enclosed within a square bracket as a list. Okay, so here the elements order are same in both the case of values and items method and values method. All the elements are returned in the same order. Okay, the values in the values method, how it is printed in the same order, items method also the values are printed in the same order. So values and items method will be returning, the order of the two results will be the same in case of items method and the values method. Okay, so with this we will end up this today's session, and next video we will see about list topics. Okay, list is the new chapter that we will see with the help of some examples like this. Okay, thank you.